Hello and welcome to another blog highlight video. I'm Isaiah Henkel, a cheeky scientist, and today's article, or this week's article that's coming out, is called 17 Networking Strategies for Introverts. That's what this article is about. If you're a little bit introverted, like a lot of us are as PhDs, this article is definitely for you. Networking is important. Networking, getting a job, right, employers, they don't care if you're introverted or extroverted. What they care about is whether or not somebody else refers you for the position. They don't want to hire somebody for a PhD level job just based on a resume. They want somebody else to vouch for you. Somebody else, preferably an employee, to say, hey, I've talked to this person, they're normal, they're functional, they can work with a team. This is very, very important. So that means that even if you are the world's biggest introvert, you have to get out and you have to network with people. The good news is this article has you covered. It will help you break down networking into simple, bite-sized chunks, things that you can follow step by step in the right sequence that will help make networking much easier for you. Some of the topics that it talks about are showing a genuine interest in other people. That might sound a bit vague, but the article will go into details about how you can act interested and really how networking is all about your ability to ask questions and listen intently, something that introverts are very, very good at. Adding value, right? We think that we don't have a lot of value to add, but listening to somebody, showing appreciation, asking for their opinion or their advice. Everybody wants to give their opinion. Everybody wants to give their advice on something, right? Asking simple questions and asking the right kind of questions. What I love about this article is it goes into detail in terms of the exact questions to ask, right? How to ask questions that get people talking, right? Because the more somebody talks about themselves and what they're interested in, the more they're going to remember you and the more they're going to like you. There's a lot of behavioral psychology to this. Again, check out the article for more. Also, why it's important to speak face-to-face to people. This is important for every aspect of your job search. And if you can't speak face-to-face, speak over the phone rather than an email. You're much more likely to get a job if you start talking to people over the phone and work to meet them in person than if you're just sending a lot of emails and LinkedIn messages. This is a hard truth for a lot of introverts to get on board with, but it's the way things are, right? People want to meet you face-to-face. People want to talk to you. They want to hear your voice, which is why all job searches will eventually progress to a phone screen and then a site visit. It's also very, very important for you to realize that if you ask for help before a networking event begins, for example, you're going to be much more successful at that event. There are people that are going to the event that have helped set up the event. They want to make sure that others have a good time, so make sure you're reaching out to these people beforehand. Check out the article for the rest of the details. It's a great article if you feel like you're a little bit introverted or a lot introverted. Either way, it's going to help you out with your networking efforts. So I'll see you next week with another blog highlight video. Until then, remember your value as a PhD and start thinking and acting like a successful industry professional.